The various worker unions, including the 4 teacher unions, the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, CLOGSAG, the Ghana Medical Association, and the Public Sector Workers Union, among others, demanded the payment of 20% of their basic salaries as Cost of Living Allowance, COLA, due to the current economic situation in the country. Negotiations dragged on for over 2 weeks, compelling the unions to embark on an industrial action to insist on their demands. After deliberations on July 14, both parties came to a conclusion on a 15% COLA, which took effect from July 1, 2022. Subsequently, the government says an amount of 485 million Ghana cedis has been paid to the workers for the months of July and August. But does this development come in handy considering the current economic crisis? I believe you're a public sector worker.
Yes.
Okay, so have you received your COLA?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's find out, does this come in handy at all?
Sure.
How is it going to help?
It's going to help a lot. In terms of this hardship, I think this is going to solve some of our activities which we were not able to meet with our actual salary. It's going to help to meet those, I think, small expenses that we have to also. Okay,
but let's find out, share with us, what are some of the expenses you do which you think that COLA is going to assist in that regard?
Oh, okay. Looking at the increase or the inflation rate we are facing currently, I think COLA, one way or the other, is also going to help in the sense that most of us, we come to job, we complain about transportations, about our feeding and others. So with the help of COLA, I think our salary will also be saved, will be somehow okay for us to save something small. At the end of the day, we can use the COLA money to cater for all petty expenses that are not previously, we were not able to meet it.
Looking at the economic challenges and the crisis that we are facing as public workers, definitely to go a long way to cushion workers in that inflation has gone up and cost of living too has gone up. Yeah, you can talk about utility, water, light and stuff. So definitely it will go a long way to cushion workers.
Okay. In an interaction with Citi News, the Executive Secretary of CLOGSAG, Isaac Bampoado, called for a more sustainable measure in dealing with the current economic situation to ameliorate the condition of public sector workers.
It's in good faith because government has honored this agreement. I want to believe that in the same vein that this agreement on COLA has been honored, all other agreements will be honored by government. Inflation is still high, and I think government will have to take a second look at inflation because that depreciates whatever amount of money they've given us. I think they have to have a look at it, and I think the finance ministry must get its act together because that's their responsibility. And if we still have the issues relating to depreciation of the cedi, then there's something wrong there. Government must look at that ministry. For us, it will be better for us if the economy is stabilized. That will be the best because no amount of money that is given to you. Once every day we are having inflation, there's nothing to write home about. We want the economy to be stabilized, and that will be good for us.
For the Public Sector Workers Union, the government's review of the single spine salary structure this year would help address challenges with low remuneration for members.
When we negotiated in July, it was agreed that this is a measure, a stopgap measure to cushion us from July to December. So from July, the payment will be from July, it will end in December. By that time, it is our expectation that we would have concluded whatever negotiations and review of the single spine, which is our main concern, and I'm happy you mentioned it earlier, and it's our main concern because the truth is that the single spine, as it is currently, has outlived its relevance. It has not solved the problem of low pay, of removing the inequities in our salary administration. Article 71 is still where it is, causing a lot of distortions and all that, and other distortions in the structure itself. We've all accepted that, at least at GO, all these issues came up. So it was agreed that then we should review the single spine. Our expectation is that the review of the single spine will bring salary levels to where they should be. I mean, looking at our economic circumstances and the issue of living wages or realistic wages, compensating people for what they really do.
Despite the government's payments of over 480 million Ghana cedis cost of living allowance for the months of July and August, public sector workers are still demanding for a more sustainable measure in dealing with the current economic situation. Reporting from ministries in Accra, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okain for Citi News.